Okay, so good afternoon to everyone. So I am Engineer Emmanuel Jan V. Angeles, and I will be reporting the continuation for the report on cost of quality, mainly the reporting and implementation of cost of quality, as well as its benefits and limitations. So we have discussed, or Engineer Cabildo have discussed the different concepts involved in the cost of quality. So let us take a or overview of my report for this afternoon. So cost of quality can be termed as the process that measures and determines where and how organizations' resources are utilized to maintain quality and prevent poor outputs. It can be regarded as a method of process improvement and quality assurance and prevents internal and external audit failures. Since then, the cost of quality concept has been continuously improved into a fully developed financial model that has many strategic benefits. So different organizations utilize this cost of quality to minimize their cost in terms of producing the goods or quality of their goods. So Engineer Cabildo have discussed the key concepts in the different applications of cost of quality on how they are being used or what kinds of cost of quality methods are being used in the different organizations. So, uh, quick recap. So, as Engineer Cabildo have discussed, there are really two good quality cost categories, mainly the prevention and appraisal, and two bad categories, which is the internal failures and the external failures. So, these are known as the cost of good quality and the cost of poor quality. So, as he have discussed, here is the cost of quality diagram, which categorizes the cost of good quality and cost of poor quality. So nabanggit niya na merong subcategories ang dalawang cost of quality. So for the cost of good quality, we have prevention and appraisal. And for cost of poor quality, we have internal failures and external failures. So the total quality cost then is simply the sum of all these cost categories, which are the prevention, appraisal, and failure cost, which is internal and external. So yan yung na-discuss sa inyo ni Engineer Cabildo. So to continue with the report on the cost of quality, we have here the first topic, which is the implementation of cost of quality. So how does COQ is being implemented in different organizations? So many organizations have benefited from the implementation of a cost of quality such as the quality financial system. So however, the implementation of this type of system can be very difficult. So first off, it's an understatement to say that management support is vital. So if you're interested in implementing a COQ financial system, you either need to be on the upper management or you need to influence them. So kailangan mai-explain nyo sa upper management kung di pa kayo member ng upper management ng organization na kailangan ang financial system for COQ. So if you're not upper management, you're going to have to gain their support by showing the benefits and results associated with a COQ financial approach. So dito natin i-discuss yung mga iba't ibang benefits and how COQ will be implemented. Okay, so to continue with the implementation of COQ, so the best way to show the benefits and value of this COQ is to start with a pilot program. So this pilot program can verify with actual data that a quality cost system would be beneficial to the organization. So to be able to launch a pilot program for a COQ, you have to go through the following three simple steps. So ano ba yung mga steps na yun? So for step number 1, so you need to define your COQ categories and data collection methods. So to be able to set up a COQ program that is a consistent and accurate. So you first must ensure that your quality cost categories are defined. So similar to the table above, so this will ensure that costs are accurately and consistently categories as are correctly established. So ang pinapakita dito sa graph or table natin kung saan makikita yung items such as the amount or how much does a product or service cost and the level of quality it have. So dito pinapakita sa graph as long as tumataas ang ating prevention plus appraisal cost is tumataas din ang cost and the quality of such good. So the second step is to define your data collection method and the responsible person. So once you have standardized the categories associated with your data, it's time to standardize the data collection method for each category. So this includes defining the different sources of the data for each category. And then find the individuals or departments within the organization who are impacted by these categories and data sources and assign them with the responsibility to collect this data. Strong collaboration here with your financial controller should bring credibility to the data sources and data collection method. So nabanggit na nga natin kanina na to be able to establish a COQ financial system, you need to be able to explain to the upper management what kind of data that supports your claim that you need such financial system for a COQ. And then step 3, which is the last step in pilot program for a COQ, is to collect, analyze, and report quality cost data and drive improvements. So hindi natatapos ang COQ sa pagko-collect lang and pag-report ng mga cost data. So it must undergo yung tinatawag nating drive improvements. So ang drive improvements is similar to a quality improvement circle. So yung mga continuous quality improvement circles is ito yung continuous ng improvement sa isang area or sa isang service ng isang organization. The next and final step in the process is the routine collection and analysis and reporting of COQ data. So the data should be reported as the actual cost or as a reflection of your measurement base, which might include the percentage of sales, percentage of quality cost, percentage of cost of goods manufactured, or relative to the number of units produced. So the key to COQ implementation and results is the very end of step 3, which is the drive improvements or yung continuous improvements. So the pilot means nothing. So kahit makapag-establish ka ng pilot program for a COQ financial system, it will mean nothing unless you can deliver such results. Therefore, continuous improvement is necessary or a key necessary step in finishing the COQ program of an organization. So napag-usapan na natin ang continuous improvement. So therefore, we must continue. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng continuous improvement? So the goal and benefits of a COQ program. So ano nga ba ang COQ program? So the ultimate goal of a COQ system is to reduce the total cost of quality, which will result in increased profitability and quality for the organization. This end goal is the foundation for all things, which refers to as the continuous improvement. A COQ program can contribute the overall increased profitability in the following ways. So there are several contribution or benefits where a COQ program is able to help an organization. So the first one is a COQ program provide cost-benefit justification for needed corrective actions and improvement projects. Then the second one, so a COQ program can contribute to the overall increased profitability in the following ways. So second one is the COQ program assists you in quantifying the costs associated with the inefficient or incapable process that result in unwanted variation or waste. So hindi lang yung overall cost and quality yung tinitignan natin sa COQ, but of course we are also looking for unwanted variation and waste in the process of producing such goods or services. The third contribution of a COQ program is that it highlights the importance of prevention activities as an investment in cost avoidance and as a method to reducing quality costs. Another contribution is that a COQ program prioritizes and aligns your quality efforts and activities with your company's financial goal of profitability. Next, a COQ program highlights strengths and weaknesses of the quality and manufacturing system. So it determines what areas you have to maintain and what areas you need to improve. Such that a COQ program reframes improvement opportunities into financial benefits for ROI analysis. Then a COQ program exposes waste and other opportunities for improvement. So to continue, so a COQ program reminds all employees that their actions are always contributing to the organization's bottom line, either positively or negatively. Lastly, a COQ program drives a holistic perspective to continuous improvement by ensuring that the overall benefits of an improvement project do not result in unintended consequences somewhere else in the business. So those are the different benefits or contributions that a COQ program can help an organization with. So, if meron tayong benefits or contributions, meron din tayong tinatawag, of course, na COQ limitations. There are a few limitations associated with a COQ program. The first COQ program limitation is that the big one being that COQ data by itself does not lead to an improvement. So the COQ program is merely a scoreboard for your current performance. You will still need to analyze your problems to determine what the root cause is and then take action to fix those problems. Another limitations that a COQ program has is that the cost system is its inability to quantify what we call the hidden quality cost that every company experiences. So all of the organizations and companies is meron tayong tinatawag na hidden quality cost. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating hidden quality cost? So for example, so let's say you have an engineering department where those folks are involved in new product development, which is the prevention cost. So the CAPAs or the internal failure cost and are associated with the internal auditing program, which refers to the appraisal cost. So how do you accurately account for the time and effort spent in these categories that all add up to what has become to known as the hidden factory? So yung tinatawag nating hidden quality cost can also be referred to as the hidden factory. So ano ba yung tinatawag nating hidden factory? So the hidden factory is an expression that has developed in parallel to the cost of quality, and it represents the percentage of an organization's total capacity or effort that is being used to overcome the cost of poor quality. So this can include the manufacturing operations labor, time and resources dedicated to do rework, reprocessing, reinspection, and other process. It can also include the space in your warehouse dedicated to storing non-conforming products. And it can also represent the hidden labor cost, similar to the example uh, that I will be showing you. So for all sorts of engineers who must dedicate their time to correcting problems or dealing with poor quality, the hidden factory or the hidden quality cost shall or should be determined in order to properly eliminate or prevent it from uh, tawag doon. So it can be eliminated or prevent it from consuming larger part of the budget of an organization. So effectively, the hidden factory represents any cost expended to do things right the second time. So here is a list of activities that represent a portion of the hidden factory. So sa tinatawag nating hidden factory or hidden quality cost, there are several ways na makikita sa mga iba't ibang process and its equivalent cost. So such as the following, so yung long setup times can lead to excess overtime. So of course, yung overtime na yan is binabayaran yan sa mga employees. So meron tayong tinatawag na hidden cost for such manpower. So for the loss of sales naman, there can be an excess of employee turnover. For loss of customers, time with upset customers, loss of goodwill, the cost of legal fees, expediting cost, or extra material handling cost. Excess material can result to cost of root cause investigation, and then loss of capacity is or can lead to excess inventory cost. So marami pa yung mga items na makita for hidden quality cost, and then yung possible na effect niya sa isang organization. So it can be difficult to properly uncover and account for all of the activities or costs associated with the hidden factory. So it is not uncommon for significant chunks of quality costs to be overlooked or unrecognized simply because most accounting systems are not designed to identify them. So those are the different benefits and limitations for a COQ program. In summary, so adopting a cost quality program is an excellent way to align your business results of profitability to your quality efforts. So this COQ program is achieved through three general steps. Step number one is to define your COQ categories and data collection method. Step number two is to define your data collection method and responsible person. And last step is to collect, analyze, and report quality cost data and drive improvements. So we also have discussed the benefits of a COQ program, which include the providing cost benefit justification for needed corrective actions and improvement projects, quantifying the costs associated with inefficient or incapable processes that result in unwanted variation and waste, highlighting the importance of prevention activities as an investment in cost avoidance and as a method of reducing quality costs. And lastly, driving a holistic perspective to continuous improvement by ensuring that overall benefits of an improvement project do not result in unintended consequences somewhere else in the business. And finally, we have discussed the limitations of COQ program, which include the fact that COQ program by itself does not lead to improvements. So you still need to identify and analyze your problems to determine what the root cause is and take action to fix those problems. And lastly is that the hidden factory or the hidden quality cost must also be determined to determine what kind of cost is underlying in different process involved in creating such quality product. So that ends my report for the part 2 of COQ. So I hope that you have learned something about the cost of quality and how it is being implemented and the different benefits and limitations of a COQ program. So that will be all for my report. Thank you and have a good day.